Everybody, this is the Golden Era Bookworm, and today I'm going to do a special review on 3 or more reps, and this is the special summarized version which includes every bodybuilder that was involved in the 3 series. These books came out in the late 70s and early 80s, and you can see this is the special edition with Arnold and Franco on the cover. Now the first chapter actually covers the reasoning and how this actual book came about. Basically, in the late 70s and early 80s, George Snyder and Rick Wayne had the idea of holding seminars at the Olympus gym. And these bodybuilders would come, fresh from competition, some of them, and others retired, like Arnold, and would interact directly with the public. And the public would ask questions, any question that they liked, and the bodybuilders directly would answer. And Snyder and Wayne, pictured here, basically took notes and then decided to write this book. And this is what's so great about this book. You get direct information from the authors, which was passed on by the bodybuilders from questioning in these seminars. Now, Olympus Gym, from some of you that do not know, is the famous gym that was run, as I said, by George Snyder, and appears, you could say, the merchandise appears in the film Pumping Iron, and you can see where Arnold is learning to pose by a ballet dancer, and he's wearing a tank top there that says Olympus Spa, right? It's quite famous from the very beginning of Pumping Iron. And yeah, come on, focus. It's not focusing. Anyway, sorry if you hear my son in the background, he's screaming his head off. Each particular chapter covers, as I said, the seminar that was held, right? And in particular, I really like, for example, Arnold's chapter. Arnold's chapter is fantastic in that, you know, all of these chapters end up with the routine of the particular champion they are discussing. But if you read this book, which is hard to find, and I think there's a new version online now, a more recent version, which I'm sure is as good as this one. But if you just buy it for the routines, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to gain much, because understand that the bodybuilders from the golden era trained twice or 3 times as hard as today's bodybuilding. And really, I think you'll be wiped out if you try these routines. But anyway, that's my own advice or suggestion. What I like is that the part of the seminar really tells you some secrets. One of them, for example, is Arnold's secret in developing calves. Everyone knows that when Arnold came to America, everybody criticized his legs. And it's great. I mean, you learn from here. I mean, you know, Arnold was just a workhorse. You learn what a workhorse he really was. He developed the concept of staggered sets. And basically that meant for a lagging body part, he would do a set and of that lagging body part and couple it with another workout. For example, when he was working his chest, and you can see here 5 sets, 5 sets, 6 sets, 5 sets, 6 sets, 5 sets, something like 30 or more sets, right? After each set of whether it's flies or bench press or whatever, he would then go ahead to the calf raise machine or the seated calf raise and perform a set as well. And in that way, he didn't get tired, as he says. He didn't even feel like the work, because he's doing his chest workout and he just happens to do a set of calf raises or whatever at the end. And basically he would couple this, and so by the end of the workout, he would have already trained that body part plus the weak point. And I think it's a great idea. And did you know that Arnold trained calves every day? That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. No wonder his calves became one of his strong points at the end. And Arnold, from this routine, for example, trained each body part 3 times a week. Not like today's bodybuilders that train each body part once a week. And, you know, because they take all this stuff, you know, growth hormone, insulin, of course they grow. But these guys from the golden era worked their asses off. They really worked hard. And of course, they didn't take as much. They took Dianabol or whatever for 6 to 8 weeks prior to competition, and the rest of the year would just, you know, eat and grow and train. So it's a great book. in that it teaches all these secrets. You got Franco in there as well, giving you his routine. He also trained each body part 3 times a week. Of course, I think that's overboard. Personally, I couldn't be able to do that. But for example, I really like Rick Wayne's routine. He trains each body part just twice a week. I think that's achievable. You got Frank Zane, and he trained each body part. It also, oh wow, 3 times a week. I mean, these guys just work so hard. Leroy worked twice a week. You've got so many guys here. Dave Draper, again, 3 times a week. But these, remember, are the routines for competition. So yeah, these guys would not depend on diuretics. They would not depend on fat burners. So they had to put in the volume to get shredded. They didn't need all the drugs or use the drugs. They were probably not available back then, and therefore had to work their asses off to get shredded. And so this is why it's reflected in this book how hard they worked, right, for all these competitions. They really worked hard. Yeah, what can I say? This book is really fantastic. I definitely recommend this book in respects of understanding how hard they trained. Also in the secrets that they explained during these seminars. For this reason, this book is fantastic. And if you can get your hands on it, I know it's very expensive. I actually got it from a dealer, but you can find it on eBay. I know it's well over €100 or about $150. That's the special edition. I know online it's available maybe for $20 or $30, and that's the current edition. If it's got every bodybuilder listed here and approximately almost 200 pages long, you are getting, I think, a great deal. I think this is a great book. I give it, if I could put my second hand up, 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. This book is absolutely awesome. I highly recommend it. Not just for the history, but to learn some tips from the greats. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave me your comments, and thanks for watching. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Bye for now.